Okay, so got the heat sink off here, the heat shield rather. Couple things to probably note here. These bolts, it's a Phillips head screw with a 10mm backing here, and one over here. These three real tight, and as you can see here on this guy, it's not completely stripped, but it almost is. And so I had to go grab the torch. I prefer not the propane, but the MAP gas. MAP gas runs a little bit hotter, actually quite a bit hotter, and works better for these types of jobs. In fact, I no longer even have the propane tanks anymore. Anyways, your best bet is to try to secure it on the front side with your a Phillips head screwdriver. I'd recommend a nice quality driver. This one's Exolite. They make fantastic tools. Unfortunately, they come at quite a premium. And you see that goes well with my Harbor Freight needle nose pliers here. So anyways, hold it with the screwdriver and then get that 10mm wrench on the backside and break it loose that way rather than trying to twist the Phillips head screw. You almost certainly have troubles with that. The other thing too is this heat shield, as it mounts up there, you can see this screw right here aligns with this screw here on the header. There's these little washers here. They're to minimize heat transfer. I lost one of them. I didn't know they were back there, and when I unscrewed it, they both fell down in there. One of them came out on the ground, which I was lucky enough to find. The other one is still MIA, and I don't know if I'll ever find it. And one thing about if you're ever going to epoxy your floor, in hindsight, this color choice was horrible. It loses everything. In fact, you take a silver washer, which is right here. You can see, you throw that across the floor and they disappear. So something to think about if you're ever looking at the epoxy floors. Anyways, I've made some incremental marks here at 2 inches, so 2 up here, 4, 6, of course 8 here, 10 and 12, and I'm thinking somewhere between this 10 and 12 inch mark for the O2 sensor, because I like the placement, I can get to it. I might come down in here more. It's going to be all about how that harness on the O2 sensor sticks out and my ability to get the MIG welder behind it. So if we look at, it's a pretty long sensor, so if you can envision this here, it'll be sticking out somewhere around there, and that'll give me clearance from the side plastic. I can also go up as far as here, of course, but then I have to get the torch head, the MIG head, around the backside, and that becomes increasingly more difficult. Adversely, I could get down here, if we recall that measurement, that measurement is 7 inches, so I'd actually have to be above this 6-inch mark somewhere in here. It's getting a little tight in there to get the welder in there, and so that might be a bit of a headache. So I just need to kind of scratch my head here and think about this, see exactly how I want to do it. Prop the MIG, bring it over here, check accessibility with the MIG tip there, and see where I'm able to get, where I'm not. So just thought I'd bring this up to speed here.